We've been moving fast. We bought 30 acres in Tennessee in December, got the infrastructure in place before moving onto the property around the start of summer, and broke ground with the foundation shortly after that. The framing we're handling ourselves, with the very important help of my dad, Harry, who, with decades of building experience, actually knows what he's doing. This was my third and final week I took off from work to focus solely on building, with the hope that we could finish framing the entire house in 3 weeks. By the end of this video, you'll see if that was successful. We already finished the first floor framing and second floor decking, so the next big step was second floor exterior walls. But first, Peter taped the seams of the zipboard sheathing we put up on the first floor. The zipboard includes a ½ inch of foam, I incorrectly said it was a full inch last week, and comes painted with a weather barrier, so the zip tape is the final step in place of house wrap. We raised the first floor walls before attaching this sheathing to make them easier to lift, but on the second floor it would be more of a pain to try to bring the zip boards up ladders and attach them after the fact, so this time we attached them before raising the walls. For that reason, we're doing the walls in sections, which, with all the muscles we've been building from framing, kept them light enough for just the three of us to lift. You can also see that we left the zip off the top of the first floor and the bottom of the second, so that we could tie the floors together with the sheathing for extra structural integrity. When you put walls up without sheathing, you can square them later, but the sheathing will hold the shape in place, so we had to square them on the ground. My dad is doing that with the string trick, making sure the same width is consistent across the entire bottom sill.
Let me check this one. I'm gonna say nail it, nail it.
This doe and her two fawns have been coming by the build site. I think they make their rounds through our woods and some of our neighbors' fields each day. They're pretty skittish in general, but for some reason don't seem to mind the nail gun or power tools. If you want to see more of the wildlife we've spotted on this property, I made a short nature documentary with lots of trail cam footage of coyotes, deer, turkeys, and even some bobcats. I'll share that in the description.
Oh, sorry.
Now we gotta do the measure up thing.
On the first floor, we measured and cut the sheathing before nailing it around the windows, but this time we attached it first and cut out the window holes after. Doesn't it almost look like a movie set or something? That fake western town from Blazing Saddles, maybe? These walls on the west and east sides were a little trickier because we had to leave overlapping sheathing in order to attach them to the south and north walls. And because we did the west wall in 2 parts, we had to leave another tab there in order to tie the 2 sections together. Then it was time to work on the upstairs interior walls.
Okay, so wall 2 right here, right?
Yep.
And this intersection D. Okay, so that makes sense. This is going to come up to wall 3 that you just put up. But then you have intersection C, which means that one of these is labeled wrong. Okay, so to waist high on 1, 2, 3. And drag towards you.
Wait, I can't go any further. Oh, unless we get higher.
Oh. And up all the way. Alright, about here I should be hitting soon. And I cleared it, so we're good. Alright.
This common area will be our office. Here's the guest bedroom with its own bathroom. Off the office is the laundry room, or basically laundry closet for stacked washer and dryer. Then the master bedroom with 2 closets. You can see we still have a lot of bracing up just to keep everything square and plumb until we put the roof on, at which point nothing should move, and if it does, we have bigger problems. Then we finished up the double top plates to tie it all together. And then it was time to go back to work. Could we frame our entire house in just 3 weeks? No. No. Luckily, I work from home and I'm usually done with work by the early afternoon, so I can still do plenty of construction after work. Next week, you'll see us move on to the roof with a couple of loft spaces in place of an attic, leaving the ceiling vaulted. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss it, and throw me any comments or questions you have about the build in the comments. Thanks for watching.